I will kill you.
Your new plan, Inspector.
Rob Cameron.
Stop!
Outlander is back, and if you thought things couldn't get more intense, think again. Season 7, Part 2 continues right where we left off with even more drama, heartbreak, and shocking twists. Let's dive into what's happening in episode 10 and break down everything we know so far. Over in Scotland, the Frasers finally have an emotional reunion with the Murrays. It's a heartwarming moment, but this is Outlander, so of course the joy doesn't last long. Old Ian's health has taken a turn for the worse, and Jamie is determined to stay by his uncle's side during his final days. It's a touching but bittersweet moment as the Fraser family grapples with this impending loss. Meanwhile, young Ian is torn. He wants to stay in Scotland too, but his parents push him to return to America and take a chance on love with Rachel. There's just one problem. William seems to be growing closer to Rachel as well. From what we see in the trailer, William clearly still has feelings for her. And let's be honest, he does fit her faith and values a little better than Ian. But let's not forget where Rachel's heart truly lies. She's head over heels for Ian, and I think William doesn't know it yet. William, to his credit, doesn't strike me as someone who would force his feelings on Rachel. He might be young and passionate, but he's also honorable. My guess? When Ian shows up, William will finally realize Rachel's heart belongs to Ian and step aside. It's messy, sure, but we're rooting for Ian and Rachel to make it through, don't we? And then there's Claire, because it wouldn't be Outlander without Claire being in the middle of a storm. Lord John Grey pleads with her to return to the New World to save his injured nephew. But there's a huge problem. Claire has been branded a rebel for siding with the Americans, and that makes her a target. Even William, who once admired her, now sees her as the enemy. In the trailer, we see William's shock and anger as he confronts his father about Claire. He's hot-headed, understandable for a young soldier, but deep down, he's also emotional and thoughtful. I have a feeling William will eventually come to terms with the truth. Whether or not he helps Claire remains to be seen, but I think we'll see some growth from him in this episode. Now, here's the jaw dropper. Episode 10 is teasing Jamie's death. Yes, you heard that right. But don't panic just yet. We all know Jamie Fraser isn't going anywhere. Unfortunately, Claire and Lord John Grey don't have the same reassurance. Thinking Jamie is gone, Claire becomes an even bigger target, and in true Outlander fashion, things take a wild turn. Lord John steps up and proposes marriage to Claire, hoping to protect her. And just when we're screaming, "Please, no," at our screens, the situation takes an even messier twist. In the books, Claire and Lord John will share an intimate moment. Yes, that kind of moment. Personally, I hate this development. It's awkward, unnecessary, and so far removed from the love story we've been following for years. But hey, it wouldn't be Outlander without some drama that leaves us yelling at our TVs. Meanwhile, in the 1980s, Bree is struggling to keep it together. She's taking care of Mandy, but the separation from the rest of the family is weighing heavily on her. In the last episode, we didn't get to see much of Bree's storyline, and honestly, I'm hoping episode 10 gives us more insight. Roger, on the other hand, is racing through time to find little Jim, who was kidnapped by Rob Cameron. He's landed in an unfamiliar time, but maybe it's not such a bad thing. He's already picked up on clues about a strangely dressed man who might just be Rob. Or could it be someone else entirely? Another time traveler, perhaps? Rob's whereabouts remain a mystery, and for all we know, he could still be hiding in the tunnels instead of traveling through the stones. But something tells me Bree's storyline is about to heat up. I wouldn't be surprised if Rob pays her a visit in episode 10, and I'm dying to see how she handles him. Bree has been through so much already, and her determination to protect her family is what makes her such an amazing character. As the season hurtles toward its conclusion, we're in for some major revelations, heartbreak, and, let's be real, probably a few more tears. Episode 10 is shaping up to be a wild ride, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and watch this video next.